Hey guys, it's Chris here again. Wanted to share with you a knife I made. This is my putty knife. I've seen a few videos of people making these things on YouTube, so I decided to make one. It was a fun project, man. It didn't really take anything. I was gonna do a how I made it video, but it's really nothing to video. This was just an old putty knife that I had laying around, and I just took a Sharpie and I traced out the particular blade shape that I wanted, and I cut it out with my Dremel. I think I like the blade shape. The point is a bit ridiculous, and then the handle was a big beefy chunk of wood. This was one of those nicer American US made putty knives with the wood handle and the kind of firm blade already. So that took a little bit of sanding, but I really just clamped it to a desk and used sanding belts and just sanded it down till it felt comfortable in my hand. The blade, I tried to heat treat it a little bit, and I kind of like the bluish finish it left on there. Carved these little grooves in there for a little added grip. Also did that with my Dremel, and a little grinding stone worked really well. Painted the handle, then filed down all the edges so you could see the metal, and I made this little paracord lanyard for it so it was easier to get in and out of the sheath. This was a fun project. Like I said, it's decently sharp. It'll cut paper. It's a good, I might make a few more, just make like kitchen knives out of them. The blade is a bit flimsy, so I don't know how much use you're going to get out of it outside. This is not a batoning knife by any means. But it is pretty sharp. Like I said, it'll cut a tomato. I've used it to cut a few vegetables here and there. It was a fun project. The sheath is literally an old strap to one of those over the shoulder laptop bags, and I literally just folded this side over. Sorry, this is hard to do with one hand. I folded one side over this way and the other side over this way for the belt loop. This is the belt loop side, and this side, when I folded it, I stitched up the sides. And then I always run just a tiny little bit of, you're not going to be able to see this, but a tiny little bit of super glue all along the seams as well to hold them very tight. So if the stitching does happen to pop, it'll still hold. And then on the inside of the sheath, where the blade tip goes down, there's a small piece of, I had this nylon material, really hard nylon material, and I just folded a piece in half and I stuffed it down in there, because as you can tell, this is crazy pointy, maybe too pointy, but it stabs nicely into things, and it slides nicely into the sheath with that added thing. And really with this sheath, I took it and it just happened to be the same width almost as the knife. Folded up the bottom until it looked like where I want it to be. And the same thing with the back. Just sewed the back across the back midway point, and also did the super glue so it wouldn't fray up. But that's pretty much it. Just a really cheap way to make a decent little knife to have around the house. Like I said, not really a bushcraft blade. I wouldn't take this out into the woods and go crazy with it, but it'll cut stuff. You could maybe do a little bit of whittling with it, and yeah, I got a bucket of these old crappy putty knives that you can find anywhere. Just cut them up, make yourself a knife. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If enough people want me to, I guess I could make a making of video, but like I said, it's pretty standard. It's just a good DIY project. Thank you guys. Let me know what you think. We'll see you soon.